Hi guys, and welcome to Visual Basic tutorial of a scientific calculator. Right, let me show you guys how this works. You see, if I go to file, I can always convert that to a standard calculator, and we can even click on the backspace. Check that out, guys. There we go. And let's say we go for 85 multiplied by 9, and you suddenly change your mind. No, you don't want that. So all you need to do is just click on play entry, select whatever you want to multiply that with, let's say 2, click on equals. Here we go, the answer is 70. Alright, you can click and let's enter another number and say plus minus, let's say plus 50. The answer will be 3. See that? Let's multiply that by 42 and so on. So let's assume we want to use the scientific part of it, either tangent or whatever you want to use. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Visual Basic Development environment, and we'll put one of these together. So let's exit out, and I'm going to right click and let's select create new Visual Basic application, and let's select create new project here. Make sure you have your Visual Basic selected in this template or on this template. The one that I'm going to be settling for is Windows Forms application. So what you're looking for here is Windows Form application. So select VB Windows Forms application, click on next, and give your project a name. I'm gonna call it VB underscore science underscore calculate underscore polls. So that's for my second channel. That's why my name is there. Okay, click on create. There we go. So my interface is ready now. I'm going to come here. You see where we have the properties, and let's set the font size to about 1000. The weight is 1057 by 808. Okay, so the next thing we want to do now is let's go straight to the toolbox here, and let's double click on a button. I also will need a text box. So let's come right here and grab hold of a text box. There we go. We have a text box there. Let's place that somewhere there. And change this to multi-line. There. Now I'm also going to add more buttons on board. So let's go for 112 by 112, and in total I'm going to need about 40 buttons. So but first thing first, let's enhance these two components. Come straight to the properties right here, make it bold, and select 14. Okay, that will do. So just hold on to the control, click and drag. We have two. Okay, we have 4 here. I'm going to need another 4 to this side. Okay, so and that's 8. I need more. Yes, something like that, and maybe one last one underneath. There we go. Okay, guys, let's write one or two lines of code that would control this application. But before then, I'm going to add menu strip right up here. So let's come right here. That is it, menu strip. And on the menu strip, I'm going to just enter file in there. And right underneath, let's enter standard. So that will represent standard calculator. And underneath is going to be scientific. And below 8, exit. Alright. But before I go any further, I'm going to double click on the form itself. So the form is going to be main. Let's say main dot width. And I'm going to make that about, let's say, equals. Now I'm going to go for 380. And let's go for height as well. We say the height is going to be dot height. Let's say 520. And the text box. First of all, I'm going to give that a name. So for the text box, I'm just going to call that txt result. Okay, that's the name of my text box. And this is text box. I'm also going to set the width. I'm going to set that to about 330. So let's come down here. Txt results dot width is 330. Very good. So that's the default setting. So if you run it, that's what we should see. There we go. Look at that. And the other thing is, I want us to be able to call this inside the standard. So I'm going to copy all of these. Let's come in here, drop that down, double click on the standard, and just paste that in there. And all I'm just doing is calling the function. Okay, so it's form underscore load sender. As for the standard, okay, what about the scientific? So let's come in here, double click on scientific. So as for the scientific, we need to increase the size of everything here. So I'm going to grab all of this and paste that in here. So let's say this is going to be +2. No, this one is fine. That's the height. This is going to be +2. That's 760 or so. I can always enhance that. In that case, this is going to be 660. So let's run it and see how that's going to look like. Run. So click on scientific. All right, that's not too bad. We just need to add a few lines here. Okay, let's go back to standard. Standard, there we go. Scientific and standard. Okay, let's take care of the exit. So scientific for the text box, I'm going to make that 70. All right, now let's double click on exit. So the exit, I'm going to say dim I quit as dialog result. There. So we now say I quit is going to be equals the following message box equals message box dot show. Let's say confirm. Confirm if you want to exit. So comma here and comma. Let's enter a title for that. So the title of the message box should be scientific calculator. There we go. Now use the following method. I'm going to say message box button dot yes no comma and message box icon. So in this case, I'm just going to use maybe question because I'm asking question, confirm if you want to exit. So come right down here and use conditional statement. If I quit equals dialog result that yes, then we can just say application dot exit, and that should take care of my exit. Okay, let me run it and see to check out this as well. So run it. Scientific. Still need to add a little bit more to that. And maybe move this like this. Okay, that's scientific. Oh, let's make this 680. And scientific, we're gonna have to reduce some. 740. Run, let's see. Scientific, not too bad. This one is accurate. Okay, and let's see exit. No, I don't want to exit. Back to standard and scientific. Exit. Yes. That is good. That's brilliant. So let's try that again. I've now made the width 730. Let's go for scientific. Okay, 730 is fine. That's I'm gonna set it for standard exit. Yeah. All right, that's taken care of. Now let's take care of the look of my interface here. Okay, so let's start with this very button first. This one. Coming straight to the properties right here. I'm going to change that to 7. Then this one will be 8. And this should be 9. The plus sign. Subtract 6, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3. Multiplication, division, and the plus sign. This should be dot or decimal. And here will be 0. Okay, that is taken care of. And up here, that should be C. And this one is CE. Brilliant. And here, that's meant to be just the, I'm going to call that pi. But for now, just come in here and change this one to log. And this will be square root. And this is decimal. Sine, I'm going to call that sine h. Cosine h. Cosine. Then we'll call these binary. And here is going to be tab h, tab, and hexadecimal here. Then we have exponential, mode, and octal. There, here, I'm just going to enter a percentage here. This one will be, let's call that Ln x. And this will be 1 divided by x. Okay. This will be plus minus. This will be backspace. So I'm going to open up Word to copy some of the other button description. So open up Word. All right. Open up Word, and I'm going to click on Insert. Then let's go to Symbols right there. I'm going to click on More Symbols. First of all, I can see one of the symbols that I need, plus minus, and see the backspace. But those you can always get them inside. Let's open up More Symbols. Right, you will get the backspace inside Wingings. So where is it? W. Enter W in there. Wingings. There we go, right there. Okay, if you then scroll down, you should be able to see the backspace that I'm going to be using. This is the one I intend to use. Select that, and you just add. Then plus minus is there, so you just select and add as well. So let's see if I'll see some other easy component there. Just grab them. Okay, so if you come in here, we can see the center here. So let's just select the pi. All right, and that we do for now. So I have most of what I need, but the main thing is you must remember you need to know the font. Okay, so first of all, I am going to copy that. Let's go into my development environment here, and this, let's use this for the pi. Let's see, the font will end up with, look at that. So we need to change the font to the right font, which is same. There we go. I think it's this one. There we go. Now, this is meant to be for backspace. Grab hold of the backspace. I'm going to grab hold of the backspace and the plus minus. Okay, plus minus has no problem. Just paste there. Now, for backspace, that will have problem because we have to change the font. Change the font to Wingings. There we go. The backspace is there now. And here, this was meant to be, this is meant to be plus minus. Okay, just copy. This is meant to be plus minus. Paste that in here. And this is supposed to be a squared. Just copy that. Copy. And paste that here. There, that's fine. Then the next one underneath is going to be, okay, copy and paste. Yeah, I think I am done. This one is wrong. That's supposed to be octa. Should be T. Right. So the next stage now is just for me to give each button a name. So select this and come right up here and just change that one to BTN BS backspace. This is BTN CE clear entry. BTN clear. BTN plus minus. Just call that PM. BTN pi. BTN log. BTN square. And next is going to be BTNX. I'm just going to call it X2. BTNX3. X3. BTN decimal. btn sign, btn sign h, btn plus, or maybe addition, let's just say addition, add, btn 9, btn 8, btn 7, and so on, guys. Now that you get the whole idea, I'm going to speed that up and get back to you guys shortly. Okay, most of the components now have their own respective names. So this one, that's going to be btn exponential. This is modulus, btn modulus, and octal, yeah. And finally, just call that btn percent. There we go. All right, so let's run that there. Okay, so let's put together a few lines of code. I'm going to first of all start with the buttons, the number buttons. Well, first thing first, I will also declare some variables that I'm going to use. So let's double click on the button 7. Go right up here. Right underneath public class home1, I'm going to declare the following. So let's say the entry first, or first number. Let's just say enter first value. All right. And the next one is going to be enter second value. Should be a comma. Enter second value. As double. Then the next is going to be OP as string. And as a dim Q as integer as well. There we go. Then I'm also going to need the following. Let's import the following. So import the following. Okay, that's import system dot security, system dot window forms, and so on. There they are. Okay. Now let's go for button 7. Double click on button 7. And right there, what we want to do is when the user click on that very button, we want the following. So let's say a txt results dot text if the value equals 0, then we want the following. We want txt to become 7. Change the enter 7 there. Else is going to be equals 7 and 7 plus. So it's going to be whatever we have inside the text box plus 7. This is concatenation. So let's come in here. I'm going to enter a value in here inside the text box. Come right here. Just enter 0 in there. And let's get it aligned to the right underneath. Get it aligned to the right. That's good. So if I run it now, I should be able to, on the first click, I should be able to enter 7. In the second click, 7, 7, 7, and so on. So all we then need to do is just to do the same thing for button 8. Copy this, paste, and change this to 8. There. If you think of 9 the same, yes, you are right. We just do the same thing for 9. This is just for beginners. 6. Then we go for 5. Change that to 5. And 4. Let's go for 1 and a 1 here. 2. Paste. Change that to 2 and 2. 3. Then 0. So all the numeric values are all taken care of. So if I run it, check this out. 8, 0, 0, 0, and so on, guys. Okay, there. So run it again. All right. Exit out, and what I'm going to do now is go straight to the design view, and right here, let's take care of the backspace. So double click on the backspace. Now, in the case of the backspace, we're going to be using an if statement. Let's say if txt result dot text dot the length of it, if it's greater than 0, then I want the following to happen. So we now want txt results equals txt results. Paste that here. And we want it to remove dot remove. That's a method that's get rid of that. And what is it removing? Is actually removing whatever we have inside this text box. So paste that there. And let's just say minus 1, comma 1. There. And that we actually get rid of whatever value we have in there. Okay, that's how simple that is. So if I run it now, check this out. Let's enter some data in there and we can just get rid of it. Look at that. But the problem is, remember my default value of 0 is not there as well. So what I'm then going to do is I'm just going to ask the system if the value in there is empty, then I just add a 0 to it. So I'm going to copy this and just delete whatever from there. So let's come in here underneath here using an if statement. If the value is empty, and change that to 0. Get rid of this. Yeah, that takes care of that. So if the value is empty, replace it with a 0. That's what I've just done in here now. So I'm going to run that. And we enter whatever we want in there for now. And backspace, backspace. There we go. Look at that. So that backspace is taken care of. Now, the next thing is let's take care of, we might as well take care of a CE. This one. Double click on that. And in the case of CE, what I'm going to do is, let's say, we all know that the text result has a value of 0. Well, we're going to have to declare some variable in there. So let's say F, that stands for first value, and S for second value. They are all as string. Okay, Then I'm now going to say f that is e that is equals, we convert whatever value we have inside the variable that is called, let's say convert it to string. So what, since the f is the first value, so the first one is going to be enter first value. So the same thing we apply to the second one. We say s equals convert whatever we have to string, and that is going to be second value. There we go. So whatever we have in here that we've converted, that we've stored into these two variables, we now want them cleared. All we just need to do is f equals nothing, s equals nothing, and that's it. So I'm just taking care of the clear entry. Okay, you might not be able to see that now even if I run it, but you will see it once I decide to add or multiply any value. So you will see how it works, but that is the correct lines of code for that. Now let's take care of the clear itself. With a clear, that's very simple. All you just need to do is just clear it. Just change whatever is in there to 0. So I can grab all of these, come back in here, double click on clear and just paste. There. Clear is taken care of. So let's take care of the plus minus. Double click on plus minus. With the plus minus, I'm going to declare a variable in there, I'll call it q. Q as, declare q as double. And in this case, q equals, we need to convert it to double. So whatever we have in there should be converted to double, or whatever we have inside the text box. So we say convert dot to double whatever we have inside txt result dot text. So once that is converted, we now want txt result dot text. We convert whatever we have inside q to string character. So let's just say convert string, grab all of that, convert to string -1 multiplied by q. Yeah, -1 multiplied by q. So when whatever you minus multiply by the value of q would be minus, and that is plus minus taken care of. All right, next let's take care of the plus. So with the plus, I'm just going to say enter value, interface value, that is going to be equals double dot pass whatever we have inside txt results dot text. Once that is done, we need to clear it, but before then, the operator itself, that will be equals the plus sign. That is the first one, and we then clear, do that. We then need to clear the text box, so we get it cleared. There we go. So that takes care of the addition. So let's take care of subtraction. Copy this. So let's go into subtraction, double click on that, paste, and just change the operator to subtract. Repeat the same thing for multiply. Paste, change the operator to multiply. Division. Paste, change the operator to division. That is it, all taken care of. We then need to take care of, let's take care of, decimal. Then we take care of this. Double click on the decimal. Oh, I notice the decimal has no name. Even this one has no name as well. That's a division. Okay, I'm going to do one thing. Let's come in here. Select the decimal. Let's give the official name. That will be BTN. BTN dot. And I notice there's no name for the division as well. Multiplication has a name. That's good. Division has no name. So let me do that for division first of all. Whatever I have inside division, I'm going to just cut it off and come right here, change the name first to BTN. There we go. Go to the event. I'm just going to get rid of this, making it an official one. Then I can then double click on this so that that's the name there. Okay, so these two are not wanted. Now the dots or the decimal, I'm going to get rid of that as well, and officially double click on the decimal place so that we can get BTN. Okay, so using an if statement, if BTN dot text if it equals the decimal, then let's use another if statement. And if it contains, if it's not txt result dot contains decimal, then and I want txt result dot text equals txt result dot add whatever we have on the button itself dot text. Right. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we have an error here because I'm missing text. So come back in here and just enter text in there. Alright, the error is gone. So that should take care of the decimal. So if I run that now, this is what you guys will see. So we can just add whatever decimal, and we can only enter the decimal once. As you can see, if not result that contains this, then we only add this. Alright, so that is fine. So let's take care of the equals. Double click on equals. So in the case of equals, we now want the second value. So I'm going to grab hold of all of this, and here, close that. Let's go back to equals. That is equals. Does equals have a name? Equals does not have a name. Alright, go back and give it an official name. So that's going to be BTN equals. There we go. Right, double click on that. So BTN equals, that is going to be entry or enter second value equals dot, no, enter second value, that will be equals whatever we have inside the text box, but it has to be converted just like we did here. So I'm going to grab hold of all of these and just paste it right there. There we go. So instead of using if statements, you can use if statements if you want. I'm going to introduce you guys to another method, and this is the one I select. Select case. We're selecting that from operator itself. So you always end select with end select, and the first selection is going to be if the selection made is the plus sign. Then I want the results, this very one, that will be equals the first value, this one here, plus the second value, plus second, enter second value. Remember, it has to be converted to a string character, so I'm just going to say dot to string. And why am I converting it? Because whatever value that goes inside the txt result, it has to be in string format. So I've just converted this back to string. Okay, so we then need to take care of subtract. I can just copy this, paste, and change this to subtract. There. Next, I can grab all of these two, just change it to multiply and division. So let's say this is division, this is division, this is multiply, and this is multiply. Brilliant. So I also have two others that I can just take care of now. I might as well. First one is going to be that of the modulus, and the second one would be the exponential. So let's take care of modulus and change this to mode. There we go. And in here, mode. That is that sorted. And finally, let's take care of exponential. That will be exp. The case of the exponential, first of all, I'm going to declare a variable in here, and I'll just call that, let's say dim I, that's double, and convert double. Okay, want to convert double, let's say dot to double, and that is whatever we have inside the text box. Right. Then we also need to declare, let me declare another one, I'll call that J. So grab all of all of this, paste that right here. So change this to J. And that will be the second value there. Then the result is going to be txt result dot text equals math dot exponential, and that's going to be climb multiplied by math dot log, not bracket j multiplied by O. and we then convert that to string. Convert to string. There we go. So exponential is taken care of as well. However, else I need something to handle whatever error. So I'm going to say else, and that is going to be, let it display something for me. Txt result, that is going to be equals invalid operator. There we go. Done. So I've just taken care of my equals sign. So let's try that out, guys. Okay, with the equals, let's assume and say 74, multiply that by 8. Then I suddenly change my mind. I don't want to multiply by 8. In that case, you select clear entry and change that to multiply by 2. There we go. Look at that. That shows my clear entering works because I didn't try it earlier. Okay. So as you can see, multiplication sign works. Let's add 9 to it. Let's subtract 74 from that and multiply that by 8, divide by 12. There. So all of these, the basic operator is working, and we can also convert it to plus minus. There we go. So all of that, the standard operator is working, but we need to take care of this. Exit out. So let's go into, now double click on, let's start with the pi. Double click on pi. That's pretty easy. Let's just enter the pi value in there. So this is going to be equals whatever the value of pi is, and pi is 3.141592, and so on. That's pi taken care of. Now let's take care of the logarithm itself. Double click on the logarithm. So first of all, declare the following variable. I'm going to call that log as double. Now log itself is going to be, it's a log, that is going to be equals convert dot to double. And what are we converting to double? We're actually converting whatever we have in here, the text, to double. Then let's come down here, paste this. That's where our result will be. Now I'm going to say log, that is going to be equals math dot log n, that is going to be equals log, and my result should officially go straight into the text box. So in that case, we say txt result equals, convert it to string, dot to string, and what are we converting? We are converting log to string. There we go. The log has just been taken care of. To run that, scientific, and log 8. There, get clear. That is the pi. Get that log. There we go. Brilliant. That's working. So let's come in here. Square. Let's get it squared. Okay, let's take care of this square root. So we first of all have to declare the following variable. I'm just going to call it SQ. I'm going to declare that as a double. And let's say SQ, that is going to be equals. We need to convert it to double, whatever we have in there. Convert to double. And SQ, that's going to be equals mass dot square, and that is going to be the square root of SQ. So SQ, we now assign it to TXT. Let's get rid of this and enter SQ in there. So that is your square root taken care of. Okay, have a good look at that, guys. So I'm going to run this. Let's click on run. There. So let's go to the scientific part of it. And let's say the square root of 9. That will be 3. Very good. So let's take care of this. So I'm going to come in here and just double click on this S square. So I will then declare a variable. I'm going to call that X. Let's declare that as double. Now, whatever we have in here, we're going to have to send it straight into X. So let's say convert to double. Double of this and just paste it right there. Okay, anything here is now stored in here. So let's grab whole of X. We'll come right here. Just say X equals, multiply that by itself, and that's it. So that is taken care of. So I'm going to run that. Let's see. And let's come in here. Let's say 9 is correct. Yeah, that is correct. Okay, let's copy that. I will use it for the other one here. This x to the power of 3. So paste that in here. So in that case, it's just going to be multiplied. There we go. So if we run that, let's see. 9, that is 91, and play. Let's say 9, that is correct. 720 now. Okay, so that is that done. Now let's take care of this decimal. Double click on that. So I'm going to start by first of all declaring the variable. I will call it that as double, and it's going to be whatever we have in here. Let's grab all of this and just paste it here. Okay, so declare another one. Dim I1, comma. I'm going to dim another one I2 as integer. Okay, so let's assign a value to I1 and I2. So I'm going to say I1, and that's going to be equals convert dot to int 32, and that's going to be the variable there. I will repeat the same thing for I2 to convert it to int. Just say paste that in the I2, and what we're just doing is just convert that to an integer. So let's say right. And finally, I will now grab all of this onto display, and that is going to be I2 dot to string. There we go. And if we run this now, you should take whatever number that has decimal to the nearest whole number. So let's run it and see. Come right in here, select that, and let's say 52.4. And you see that 52.4, and you click on decimal, you see, because it's not up to 5. Supposing we say 0.5 there. And if it's greater than, let's see, that becomes 53. See that? So that is the purpose of that very function. There we go, guys. Okay, let's take care of this to here. Now come back in here and just double click on sign. So for the sign, I'm going to declare a variable called sign, and it's going to be double. And just going to grab hold of this and just dump it. Paste. Now sign equals math dot sign. There we go. And the end result will come right into the so let's grab hold of this and just say paste that in there. We can always say sign dot to string. There we go. Or you can say convert, whatever. Now if I run it now, let's check that out. Now we'll go for scientific and 5, that is it. Let's say 9. There we go. Okay, that is fine. Let's take care of sign age. With the sign age, I might as well just copy everything here and just paste that in here and just change this to H. So we can just make this SH, SH, SH here, and SH here as well. Okay, or you can convert these to convert dot to whatever. Okay, that's another way. This is one way, this is another way. So we can say convert dot to string sh. Okay, so if I run that now, let's see. Come right here, let's say 9 sign, that is the 9 sign. And 9 sign h, there we go. That's good. So let's take care of the cosine. Double click on cosine. Yeah, double click on cosine h. With the cosine h, we can also just copy that and get our very function. Grab all of this, paste. Cosine h. Let me give that the ch, ch here, and ch here, and ch here, and this one is going to be cosine h. Just ch. There we go. That's that taken care of. I'm gonna copy that and use that for cosine. Come right here, double click on cosine and just paste. And this become cosine. I can just call that C. Let's see here. There we go. That's for cosine taken care of. What about, we might as well just take care of the tangent. These two. Double click, paste, and this should be dot T. And let me put a T here. And this one is a T as well. T as well here. Okay, the other one is going to be TH. Copy. Come right there, double click on that and just paste. And change it to TH. Tangent H. There we go. So I've taken care of all of that. Save. Let's try them out. And click on that. Okay, tangent. And that is that, guys. Look at it. Brilliant. Alright. Now that those ones are taken care of, I have these ones. Let's take care of the binary. So come right here, double click on binary. Okay, so let's say dim A as integer. And whatever is in there, an integer. Dot pass whatever we have in here. And that is the text box. Okay. So we just need to say txt dot result, txt results, that's going to be equals convert dot string a comma 2, and that's it. Okay, so I'm going to also take care of, let's take care of the, yeah, we take care of this. And all I just need to do is change this to 16. Okay, binary is base 2 and this is base 16. That is good. So I need to take care of these ones. Double click on 1 divided by x. So I'm just going to say, let's say dim input as double. And if double dot pass try pass, let's get it to try pass. Txt result format input, then with the dim result as double equals 1 divided by input. Txt result should be dot text. Txt result dot text, that is going to be equals result dot to string, else just give us an error message. So txt result will be equals the following, maybe an error message, invalid input, something like that, or we can say Please enter a valid number. There we go. That's that. Done. Let's come to the next one. Yeah, double click on my N. So with the my NX, so let's come in and just copy that and come right down here, paste that in here. I'm going to say dot, that will be log, right? So I'm going to change this to INX. Right, that is fine. Now, the next thing we need to do will be as follows. So let's save this first, come right here. Yeah, let's go for the percentage. So with the percentage, I'm going to first of all declare the following. So dim, let's change that to maybe letter A as double, then A will be equals, convert dot to double, whatever we have in here, paste that there. And we just need to divide that by double, convert to 100, and just divide that by, yeah, 100 in here. Okay, so the result is going to be as follows. A. Let's convert this to A. Here we go. That is percentage taken care of as well. Save that. Now let's take care of the octal. Double click on that. In the case of octal, let's just say dim. Now we can just copy that. Copy, paste. So as A, then it's going to be equals. Now let's change this to integer really. As integer. And then we say integer dot pass, and that's going to be txt result dot text, and txt result dot text equals convert to that power of 8, and let's just say comma 8. There we go. All right, that is it all done, but there's something I need to show to you guys. You see here where we have equals, I've already taken care of modulus and exponential, but the modulus and exponential I haven't entered the following. So let me copy that and come in here, double click on exponential, paste that in there. So if the value is exp, okay, that, and the next one modulus, that should be mod. That is it taken care of. So if I run the whole system now, click on run, and let's assume we say scientific, and we select 16 modulus 5. What would be the answer? That should be 1. There we go. So that is correct. There. So guys, I'm going to call it the end of this beautiful tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of this channel. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now. Bye guys.